Hi everyone, my name is Juliet Ambali and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time on here, thank you so much for coming. It means the world to me. If this is not your first time, you already know that I'm always so happy that you come here time and again to watch my videos. God bless you real good. So today we're going to be talking about a very interesting topic. A topic that has left me puzzled, that has left me thinking and trying to understand why as a society people view this issue in the way that I'm going to share it today. And it's on men, finances, and their marriage, like the interrelationship between men, finances, and especially getting married actually. Now, the question, as you can tell from the title of the video, is how much does a man need to have to be regarded as someone who is financially ready for marriage? Okay, because oftentimes you'll agree with me that you hear people say things like you have to be financially ready, you have to be financially stable before you consider getting married. Okay, for instance, someone who comes out of school and let's say he has been working while schooling and has been earning something, but people still tell him you have to be financially able, you have to have this XYZ in place before you get married. Now, this school of thought has left me thinking about several things. Now, of which I've already said earlier, how much is there a particular amount of money stipulated in a particular place or set aside in a particular place, or a particular standard has been created with regards to how much a man needs to have for him to be regarded as ready to get married? Now, my answer to that question is that there's no particular amount of money. There's no fixed amount of money that a man needs to have for him to be regarded as one who is ready to be married. And the reason I say so is that I don't think any individual or any couple gets to a particular point in their life where they say, okay, yeah, I have all the money that I have right now. I don't need any more money, so I'm fine. I don't think so. Because if that's the case, let's say 10 years down the marriage, 20 years down the marriage, people shouldn't be working to earn anymore because you already have enough money to take care of yourself, right? But that's not so. And I know that people will say things like, well, people work so that they can add value and what have you. And yes, if that's the case, then people should just be doing things with non-governmental organizations, non-profit organizations, where you get stipends or nothing because of the things that you do for them. Okay, but for the fact that we will always keep working and working and working, let's say for instance for a lot of people till you get a retirement age before you stop working, then it goes to show that there's no particular amount of money that you need to have in a particular place before you can say that you're ready to get married. Now, why this is a cause for concern is because oftentimes you find out that a lot of people push wanting to get married farther and farther away because they just think that they do not have enough. They just feel as though whatever it is that they are earning is not enough. Now, what should be the better question or should be the better approach to men and their finances with regards to marriage? I think the question or the thing should be, do you have a stable source of income? Okay, not something that is epileptic, not something that is on today, off tomorrow. Okay, are you working? Do you have something that you know every single month I'm getting XYZ? Every single month I can pay these certain bills. Every single month I can cater for this and that. Okay, as long as you have that in place, that's like the foundation with regards to finances. Okay, now the second thing that I would like to say with regards to men and their finances and ask how it relates to marriage is that it's not necessarily about how much you earn, but rather about how well you can manage what you're earning. Because the reality of the fact is that there are many people who earn a whole lot, but they're getting it all wrong with regards to their finances in marriage. They're having financial issues, serious financial issues in their marriages. So it's not generally about how much you're earning, but how well you're managing what you're earning. That's the second thing. It's one thing to be able to earn, it's one thing to have a stable source of income, but then it's also another thing to be able to know how well to manage that thing that you're earning. When you're able to manage whatever it is that you're earning well, trust me, the sky is just your limit. Trust me that in your marriage, you have peace, okay? You'll be peaceful within your marriage. Money matters in marriage are serious issues. And the one of the best ways to be able to manage those things is you being able to manage your finances, you being able to be financially savvy and literate. And this doesn't have anything to do with you being educated formally, okay? By yourself, educate yourself on whatever it entails with regards to how you can better manage your finances so that you can better manage yourself and then the family that you intend to have. That's what matters basically. And then lastly, it has to do with comparison. Now, there's usually like societal standards from time to time, from generations to generation, as to what should obtain for people, what should obtain for groups, what should obtain for individuals, what should obtain for women, for men, and what have you. But for you to have peace of mind and for you to be able to get a marriage, for you to be able to enjoy marriage as a young man, it's important that you understand that you don't compare. Don't compare yourself with that standard. As long as it's not you're not doing anything outside of the Bible's or God's precepts, you are fine, trust me. Now, by comparison, let me give examples. You are thinking, oh, I think I need to first have a car. I think I need to first do X, Y, and Z financially before I think I'm man enough to get married. You'll be shooting yourself in your foot. Many times I'm surprised that people don't take lessons from older generations. I'm sure that a lot of people can agree with me when I say that many of us have parents who did not start off well off. They both grew together and have become what they are right now. So it amazes me when I find people say things like, oh, you need to have XYZ amount of money, you need to be quote unquote rich for you to be able to say that you're ready to get married. But no, it takes you being able to understand finances, being able to understand how to make money, how to manage your money, how to invest your money for you to say that you are financially ready. That's the reality of things. So once you're not comparing yourself, once you understand that, okay, right now, rather than getting a car, I can channel this money into um, me developing my property. Maybe you have a piece of land that you are developing that you want to. I think that will be better so that by this time and so time and so time, when I eventually get married, I would have gone halfway with developing that property and I can then get a car. Okay, it's for you to understand your own priorities, for you to know for yourself. This is what will work for me, and this is what will work for the family that I intend to build. That will help you a great deal. But when you're comparing yourself, you say, "Oh, that person, he has a car, he has this, so I think the way he's operating his life would work very well for him." The truth is, somebody may look well put together in terms of finances, maybe from the things that you can see outside, maybe from the kind of cars that they are driving, where they are living, and what have you. But the reality of the fact is that they may be struggling. In fact, struggling way more than you, that thinks you are penniless, that thinks that you don't have what it takes to be able to decide to get married or not. As long as you have, like I said earlier, a source of income, as long as you are financially savvy and literate, you understand how to manage your money, how to live within your means, and you're not comparing yourself with other people, trust me, once God gives you that nudging, that leading to settle down, please go ahead and do so, okay? Because that delay, that pushing, oh, you would, it's every year we hear things like inflation. Every year things are quote unquote, the economy seems to be getting difficult. The economy seems to, so when exactly you think you're going to get to that point where you say, oh, I think I am now ready, I think I can now, if that's your excuse, then maybe you're not, maybe there are other reasons why you're not ready to get married, okay? But as long as all these things are put in place that I have mentioned, I think that by the special grace of God, you're ready to get married. So if all this while you think that you're not ready to get married because of your finances, maybe you should sit back now and analyze certain things. Look at your finances. Look at the things that pertains to your finances. And I trust that by the special grace of God, God will lead you individually. God will direct you and He will help you going forward. And He will bless you in a way that there's no sorrow added to it. He will bless you with that helpmate that will help you thrive and blossom financially according to His will.
I don't know. It's not a like direct or one size fits all answer. First of all, I think it depends on the lady too. Depends on the man too, cause some men start feeling very inadequate when they're not able to provide certain things, when they're not able to like deal with certain things. So the man himself should have known how much he feels he's comfortable with as a person. And then now imagine having an extra person that is probably working or not working. And then there are some other conversations that I think couples have to have before getting married. So like, how are we going to be managing our finances? Is it our money or your money and our money? I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say, ma. But then I feel like those things are very important, because some ladies are expecting the men to be like, oh, he can take care of me, he can take care of himself too, you can take care of my family, you can take care of everything. Even when they are working, they don't want to support. They feel like it's not part of their job, which I feel like is kind of somehow. If you are able to work and provide, I feel like it's both your responsibilities. Maybe it's a personal thing, but then the idea of having your money and then depending on his money is somehow, except the man like insists. But then like I said, I think it's very dependent on both of them. And the lady too, sometimes when a lady is coming from like maybe her parents are very rich, they have like lots of money, and maybe she's not even working, and you're bringing her into marriage and she's having expectations, and then you're not able to meet them, it might cause a little bit of trouble. So I think it depends on the lady, where she's coming from, what she has at hand. Depends on the guy too, what he has at hand, if he feels like it is adequate enough for him to take care of himself and his family, when it comes to paying house rent, when it comes to, like, say, because when you get married, anything can happen. Even if you do family planning, you can get pregnant. Like, say the unexpected happens that you were not ready to have children, and then you just get pregnant. Will whatever you guys have be able to take care of the child, or you start running it as skater, trying to figure out what to do? I feel like I've said too much, but then that's what I think about it. I think it depends on, you should know, the guy should know if he's able to like provide for himself and an additional person and maybe an additional baby.
I don't think there's a certain amount he needs to have to be financially ready for marriage. As long as he's someone who is a visionary, he has an income or he has a job or he has something he's doing, and he's mentally and emotionally prepared for marriage, I don't think there's a fixed amount of money he needs to have. If he's a responsible man, he has a job or he has something he's doing that brings an income that can feed he and his wife and then possibly a baby, should they intend to get should they intend to have a baby immediately, then he's is ready for marriage. So I'll just share an example. When we were getting married, I didn't have a job, and my husband was not earning much. I think he was earning 50K, 50,000 naira. I was worried, but then I knew that this person is not someone who is lazy, and I prayed. And then it's sometimes we make it feel as if it's only the man that needs to be financially ready and financially responsible for marriage. Yes, we know that the man is the head of the home, and he can be the head of the home whether or not he is more financially buoyant than the wife. We just need to work. I believe a couple, the man and the wife, should work as a team in terms of their finances. Yes, he should have something doing that can shoulder the responsibility of a family, but there's no one size that fits all. We can't say, okay, we should have 1 million naira in his account. So who says the money will not end? It should just be someone who is hardworking, who is a visionary, who loves God, who is also mentally and emotionally prepared for the work that is needed in marriage. Well, that's my take on it.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you have enjoyed watching. Until next time, stay blessed. Bye.